All right, what is going on, everybody? Um, Today I'm going to a soccer game to play for the first time in years, and I'm scared. I'm scared, man. I'm so scared. But here's what I've been realizing: why be scared when I know how to play soccer? And all it is, I'm scared to play again because I'm scared. I'm scared, right? But all it is, man, I'm gonna be there, and in 5 minutes, I'm gonna feel like my inner child is back. I'm gonna be there kicking the ball. I don't care if somebody takes the ball away from me, or if I miss the goal, or if somebody intercepts the pass. Man, stop worrying about not being good enough for the team if you're not a professional soccer player, man. You feel me? And that's the way you just gotta go with life, man. You see how it works for soccer and my soccer team and this? Just let my inner child go out. Stop overthinking everything and just play, man. Just play. That's how you become the best, by just playing. By just doing what you gotta do and not thinking. And that's how life is, bro. Like, y'all just think way too much. And then y'all think so much that you think you're smart. You're like, but I know how to shit. I don't even know. I know how I know how taxes work. I know all this. I know all these things. But those same people that know everything, man, you don't want to listen to them. You want to listen to somebody like me, man. Somebody like the people you actually listen to are the people that think the least. And they just say it. They don't think. They act before they think. And that's, bro, stop thinking before you act and act before you think. Because you'll start thinking and you're like, hold up, I'm not even gonna do this anymore. Or hold up, I'm scared now. I'm scared. I'm thinking about all these things that might happen. About some big ass people, some adults chasing me down for the soccer ball. And I'm scared. But stop thinking about it and just go play soccer. Just show up and play. And those are the good people. The ones who could just show up, play, stay calm, you know, do their own thing. Imagine Lamine Yamal. I know some of us know Lamine Yamal. I don't even know how old he is, like 18, 19. He started at Barcelona at 16 years old. You think he was scared of, oh my God, I'm so terrified. I'm scared. I'm gonna get destroyed. No, man. He's way too good for that shit. He has that mentality. Man, you ain't gotta be scared. What the fuck are we scared for? Stop. And going back to this thing I was talking about yesterday, this little brother mindset that we all have. Because, bro, I was also just thinking about this. You might have an older brother, or you might know somebody with an older brother or sister, and they just look up to them like a goddess, man. They're like, damn, my older brother. And they look up, bro. They go on their knees and they praise him like the Lord. They think, I talked to my friend about this, my peers. I'm like, hey, man, don't you think this? Don't you think it's better to, you know, do this? And they're like, no, my brother's happy and he does something else. Bro, his brother is a bum. His brother is nothing but just older than him. And the only thing that keeps people from thinking that is because they're the little brother. If you have an older sibling, you just know. You just know. They can be weaker and they still gonna beat your ass. When you have that older brother, you just know he knows more than you, man. He just does because he's the older brother. Or you maybe sometimes if you have the older brother mindset, you can take over your older brother. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's because y'all don't want to leave that mindset. And it's the same thing, you know. A lot of people here talk so good about their dads. Look, a lot of people out here, they build their personalities around their dads because you are your dad. You're a little version of your dad. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Maybe even if I don't want to be, I'm my dad, right? And look, all these people, they praise their dads. They look up to them like, man, my dad this, my dad that. And sure, my dad is the hardest working person I've ever met in my life, man, you know? But I could be better than him. 10,000 times better than him, man. And so can you with your older brother. You can be way better than your older brother. But your older brother is just so all right. Let me see if I'm video cut for a while. But you know, we gotta continue it. So I was just talking to a little brother, to one of my friends who's youngest, you know? Oh shit. He's the youngest in his family, you know? And no matter what, I tell this guy, no matter what I tell this younger brother, he says he sees it. But I don't know, man. It's hard. It's really hard to be the older brother and just say things how they are. You know? Say why you got your ass beat. You know, like, state the facts. It's hard. It's hard to state the facts. And that's little brother mindset. You know? When I tell him things and he's like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But this, but my older brother, it's exactly what I say. These younger siblings, man, they look up. They go, yeah, you say these things, but when I look up, I see my brother. Stop looking up. You know, I was telling him this. I was like, stop looking up and go. You know? Step on the gas and weave through the traffic. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking about the cops. Stop thinking about the speed limit. It's a limit. It holds you down. It keeps you a slow driver. It keeps you reaching your spot a lot slower. It keeps you behind the red light, man. Once you see the yellow light, go. And the oldest brother controls this. See, I'm the oldest brother. And I speed, man.
I take the U-turns when you're not supposed to. I don't stop at the red lights. At the stoplight. At the stop signs. If I see a stop sign and there's no car coming, there's no cop, run that shit, man. That's what I do. And that's why my siblings are gonna grow up and say, my oldest brother. They're gonna look up and they're gonna think, oh, I'm not gonna stop at the stoplight because I did it. So, you're the youngest brother looking up. And usually, even the oldest brother is the youngest brother. So he's gonna keep things safe. You know, he's gonna think, oh, my dad isn't gonna like this. So I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna wait. And that's what we younger brothers take in as an example. And that's why I'm fucking saying, fuck it. There's a stoplight right here. Oh, shit. There's a stoplight right here, man. Boom. Run right through that shit. So now, my little sisters are gonna think, if they look up, I'm not a person you should look up to, you know, because they're gonna start smoking. They're gonna start being out whenever they want, because that's what I'm doing. So, I hope they don't look up. I hope they don't. And they're like me. They don't see no cops. No cop, no stop. Man, I had this girl once, and she would say this all the time. She was a retard, man. I should have kept her. She was an absolute retard. And I hated it. Because I was thinking too much. I was like, nah, this girl ain't the one for me. But if I just noticed, if I just stayed, and I noticed, this girl gonna do whatever the fuck I do. I'm telling you, man, I was thinking way too much. And I was like, yeah, this girl's crazy. She does anything. She was retard maxing that shit. Start retard maxing. Stop thinking. If I was like this when I was with her, I would have thought, this girl don't think she the right one for me. She don't think. She just says, fuck it. I asked her one time, I'm like, what you gonna do when the cops stop you? And she's, I don't know, I'm gonna turn myself in. Fuck it, man. Turn yourself the fuck in if you don't know what else to do. And you think that's what's gonna keep you righteous, do it. The cops pull me over, and I don't know what to say. I'm like, yeah, I fucked up. Handcuff me, you know? Boom. You go to jail. You get a ticket. You get the consequence. You learn your lesson. And you grow. My peers, they always want the absolute perfect hangout. They want to do something that absolutely everybody in the friend group agrees with. And I tell them something, I'm like, nah, stop. Let's just go chill. Let's just go somewhere and chill. And we go there and chill. And we build memories. because we said, fuck the plans. Fuck thinking about what we're gonna do. Let's just go to the nearest park, go to the nearest neighborhood, and find something to do. Find something, man. Stop looking for the easiest paycheck, for the most likable job, for the highest paying job, and just go do what you want to do, man. I was just talking to this little this peer that's a little brother, and he doesn't agree with this, man. He thinks, oh, my oldest brother, man, he didn't do this. He doesn't do what you're doing. I'm gonna go do what he does. You're the youngest brother and you have a dream, and you stop chasing it because the oldest brother, didn't do what you wanted to do. I told this guy, his oldest brother works very hard. Big old tires. I have big old tires. Stop looking up at him if you don't want to work at Big Old Tires. He wants to be a basketball player. Do you think you're going to be a basketball player chasing the paycheck like your brother did? No. Stop looking and thinking about everything. Oh, if I don't do this, I'm gonna be this. Oh, I need to do something. Go play basketball, man. Go to the fucking park and play basketball. Instead of looking up at your brother and chasing the paycheck. Just like your older brother did. Just like your dad. If your dad isn't a millionaire, stop. Stop. My dad is the heart. I already said this. My dad is someone that I can look up to and say, whoa, my dad. He works so hard. And that doesn't mean I'm not appreciative. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for buying this trailer and giving me the space for a barbershop. Thank you. But I'm not going to sit here and look up. He's a painter. He paints houses for a living. And he works his ass off. He works so much. But do I want to own a trailer and work my ass off? No. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, man. And that's why I didn't work with him. That's why I said, I don't want to paint with you. I want to do the thing that inspired me. Cut some hair. You know? And I talked about this in my very first video. You know, you cut hair so much that you start hating it. Fuck it, man. Stop thinking. Stop thinking about, oh, I need to work out. I need to lock in. I need to show up to the barber shop. Because you start losing. Stop. I didn't do that. I own a hat business. Because I don't want to be a barber. I stopped liking it. I don't want to be a barber. So I started this hat brand. And you know, it's not the best. I haven't even made back what I spent on it. But I own a hat brand. I don't work at McDonald's. I don't work at a restaurant. I've made $400 in the last year from that hat brand. That's not a lot. It's been like, what? We're like halfway through the year. I haven't even made a paycheck. I don't give a fuck. I absolutely don't give one fuck. Because if I became a barber that can make 1K a week, why can't I do the same thing with my hats? Why can't I just not look for a job and do what I want? Because I would be in the system, but I escaped the system. I'm not applying for jobs, showing up to class like your older brother did. Stop looking up and let me imagine. Let me think. Let me sit down and think. Stop. Stop sitting down. Stop thinking. When you can boom, jump, and if you fall, boom, you get hurt, and now you know that you're not dead. You're not dead. So you fell, you broke your spine. If you want to be on top of the mountain, break your spine, go get surgery, be on crutches for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter how bad you get hurt. Doesn't matter if you're paralyzed. Get a hot air balloon and go to the top of the mountain. Go look. I made it. I'm paralyzed, but I'm up here. I realized how big the world is. I'm seeing it now. That I live in that town right there. I live right there. And I can see it. I can see the whole town. I can see how it works. I can see the system. Why? Because you broke your back and you still took a hot air balloon. Boom. Your older brother didn't do that. And if he did, that's when you look up. When you look up at somebody that's up there. Don't look up at somebody that's down there. Your brother isn't a millionaire. Your dad isn't a fucking rich-ass motherfucker. Stop. He's not at the top of the mountain. He's still there because he broke his back. And now he's stuck for life because he's paralyzed. Oh, shit. No. Get paralyzed and take the hot air balloon, man. Take that shit up there. Stop looking at your older brother who didn't take it and now he's chilling down there. He's chilling in his bed, accepting it. He's here. I can't move, man. I'm paralyzed. But at least I'm not dead. Instead of being paralyzed and taking the risk on the hot air balloon. And that's when you look up. That's when you look up at the hot air balloon. When he took that shit. When he stopped giving a fuck about being paralyzed. It doesn't matter if you're paralyzed. If you're on top of the world looking down. I can't move my body, but look at this. Damn. When you realize, when you're up there, when you stop thinking about dying and just go. And that's what the talk is about. Stop being the little brother that looks up and be yourself that goes up because you want to go up. Because you want to realize that you're right here. You're right there. You live right there. And that little speck that you can't even see, you live right there. Or you can take the balloon, stop thinking about your older brother, your dad, and be the barber that doesn't have to worry about getting hired. That could just pay for the hot air balloon without having a job and just go on top of the mountains, on top of the world. And that's the talk. The people who are stuck, holding themselves up with their legs, looking up, are the people who got paralyzed, who are afraid of heights. They're the ones looking up. The ones who said, fuck it. Fuck the heights. They're looking down and they realize you can't even see it. You can't even see it. Be the older brother. Be the only child. Stop giving a fuck. Take care.